So when we're pumping in this insulation, we have to cut a bunch of holes like this. And when you're cutting these holes, you want to make sure to use a diamond blade. If you use a regular hole cutting blade like this, well, that's if you're cutting it in the lath and plaster. If you're cutting it in sheetrock, that's easy. But lath and plaster will eat these things up. So if you don't want it to look like that, what you need to do is use one of these fancy diamond blades here, like that. And it'll go right through. I'll go right here. And that's how easily you can cut a hole with these diamond blades bits. Okay, so we're blowing insulation into the walls here of an older house. We're using the green stuff. You do have to get it nice and tightly packed. This was from Lowe's, and they actually let us use the hopper gun for free. You're supposed to get about 20 bags to do that. And here's how it's going. We made the hole big enough so we have to fight with this a little bit to get it in into the hole. But once you start getting it in the right angle, you can just stuff it all the way up, and you get it all the way up so it's to the ceiling. It's going to be as high as the ceiling there. And then we're going to start it up, and we'll put a rag around, we tie a rag around this. So now we have a rag tied around the hose, and you can see that it's going through there and see how fast it's pumping it in. When it gets too full, you'll hear it starts to get loud, and then you start to back the hose out of the wall slowly to get a tight pack. Right now it's all the way up to the top, and it's just blowing it out, and it's going to fill it from the floor to the ceiling. So I'm just filling it in there, and I can feel that it's going fast, and it starts to slow down and get bogged down. Then I start to slowly back it out. And this hose, of course, goes up to the ceiling, so as I'm pulling it out, it's going to tightly pack it. And I can seal it up with a towel. There's some extra to throw in the next hole. It is messy, but you don't make too much mess if you just seal it up with a towel pretty good. And you can see it's starting to get louder and slower, so I know to pull it out a little bit more. Pretty soon this is going to be full, and then I'll go on to the next one. Alright, you ready? Alright. And we'll pull it out. So you slowly pull it out here, and then you'll see the finished product. It should be nice and tight like this. And then you can just patch up those holes. Not too bad, and it'll be nice and here, I'll do the other hand. Nice and tight here. So that's the way that it's supposed to be packed by a professional. That way it won't settle too much either. All the way from the top to the bottom. And that's how it's done. And it always helps to have a good partner here too.